Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
I'm home, honey.
We are getting started this morning with a continental breakfast. But Patrick, what continent is this breakfast from?
This one, I'm assuming.
This one? The continent of 2 types of cereal, 3 types of bagel, 2 types of muffin, and 2 types of bread. And there's oatmeal. Continental makes it sound so fancy. But yet, here we are. Hey Patrick.
Yes.
Now that you're officially 40, do you feel like helping ladies through difficult pregnancies and bringing new babies into this world?
No.
No, I thought when you hit 40, you're supposed to have a midwife crisis. I will go a long way for a pun. Switched motels since last time. You wouldn't say this one is Super 7 or Super 9. Somewhere in between. It is 7:30 in the morning and Patrick is still waking up and I don't know that he's enjoying my morning humor. But we're gonna head over to the house pretty much right after breakfast here, after our continental breakfast, and start sorting in the garage, start getting stuff tossed in that dumpster, and hopefully make a dent in the garage today. Once the garage is more or less sorted, I can start sorting the basements and the sauna and some of the other rooms. So let's continue our mission today of getting this house cleared out. I haven't done much for clearing it out yet. Well, I guess we've taken a lot of stuff to charity, but there's the room. I don't have one empty room yet. Still got to work on that. Anyway, guys, another day, another adventure. Let's get to it. Getting in the truck, getting warmed up, and I noticed this car sitting next to me. I don't think there's anybody in it. That'd be awkward if there was. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming with the hoodie on over there. I don't want to film, but I do want to film because I want to show you guys what's in the window. I just don't know if it's their car. Okay. They have a little cactus on their dash. It says, quit being such a prick. They've got binoculars, notepads. Is it a private detective's car? Look, there's the binoculars right there. What are they up to? There's something going on, and it looks like there's like bullet holes or something in the windshield. Maybe I shouldn't be filming that car. See, I can't even tell if anybody's in the back of it right now because they've got the super blackout tint on that thing. I think we'll just go. Well, we're back. And I think the first thing I want to do is get rid of some of these boxes at the bottom of the stairs. I was looking through it. Really, Reggie? Like, this place is haunted, Scoob. Let's get out of here. Yoinks. Like, hey, it's an unlicensed Muppet. That's me. I'm an unlicensed Muppet. I think it looks like a Cookie Monster almost, but it's not. It doesn't have any like licensing tags on it or anything. No, not again. Okay. Anyway, enough playing with stuffed animals. I think it's safe to say those can go to charity. Even though I know somebody watching is going to say, oh, that was funny. Somebody's going to be like, I would have bought that. What's this rabbit, by the way, before we... I mean, if there was a stife in here or something, I would sell it separately, but I'm going to have so much good stuff to sell. Maybe I'll leave the A&W bare. People like to put those in their classic cars around here when they go to the car show, because A&W hosts car shows. Okay, so that box can go out to the truck. I'm going to sort through this one. It is clothing. Oh, that can go out. Another box of stuffed animals. Bugs Bunny. Elmer Fudd had to have been the worst depiction of a Western European man ever. I mean, not only did they give him that Elmer Fuddy voice, but he couldn't even shoot a 6-foot tall talking rabbit standing right in front of him. What? Oh, we got Minnie Mouse. Some of these will be good for sales, but like the generic kind of stuff like that can go. I'll probably keep the Mickey and Minnie and Bugs. We'll do a box of like licensed stuffed animals. A little bit more collectible. This room is actually a washroom in the basement. And it looks like they've had some leaking issues before because the ceiling is completely missing. It looks like they had to cut the drywall out to do some kind of repairs. Maybe right there where that fresh brazing is on that water line. So you don't want to leave the heat off on a house for too long because stuff happens. Now, all these shoe boxes, I was excited at first thinking, oh, awesome. We're going to find all sorts of, you know, good old running shoes that are worth good money. But Abigail went through these the other day and she said they're mostly all heels, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But for me, finding an original pair of Nike Airs would be great because those are worth good money. The rest of the stuff, like regular sort of high heels and that, those are just, you know, they're great for charity. Somebody will buy them and use them. For what we're doing, though, trying to find stuff for an auction sale, not going to really help us too much. So these will find a new home with charity, which is still good because it's not going to the dump. It's getting reused. I thought I'd point out while I'm packing stuff up that the entire time we've been here, ooh, spooky Junkalanch. The entire time I've been here, almost everything I've needed has been provided for me by the house. I need a box. There's a box. What am I going to tape it up with? Oh, look, there's tape. I've had to buy very few supplies and materials. In fact, as I've run out of garbage bags, you open up another box. What's inside? Garbage bags. So supplies, thankfully, are plentiful here because that helps with the cost of the clear out. Because as of right now, I'm just out money. I haven't made a single dime off of this place yet. Somewhere underneath all this is a toilet. I'm going to dig all this out. And I think a lot of this stuff, after sitting on a toilet for like 30 years, probably isn't going to be too salvageable. We shall see. But I got a trash bag at the ready just in case. And some of this debris off the floor. And look what I have found. A toilet. Oh, should I open it? Did the last person flush? Oh, there's spider webs in it. I don't even see any water in it. That might be a little frightening to try and... Oh, wait. Was there still water in the tank? Ugh. It's not filling. The water's probably turned off to it, thankfully. Okay, I'm gonna hand this to you, Patrick. That's a bag of garbage. And this whole vacuum cleaner can go. Almost have it. There you go. Haven't cleaned your bathroom in 40 years? Just call Alex and team. Hey, I thought this was a Crown Royal liquor bag. It's actually like, it looks like something the artist formerly known as Prince would wear. It's some kind of like crushed velvet purple frock. Same thing with this. Crushed green velvet. Yeah, that's a look. Okay, I've done a fair bit in the bathroom. Enough that you can see the toilet and the wall. As gross as that looks. Wouldn't you want to just sit in there and casually read one of those novels that was stacked there while you do your business? I apparently made a mistake last time. I called that Cunard lines and it's Cunard lines. Maybe I still didn't say it right. But we're going to open this trunk up and see what's inside. Let's play a little game called What's in the Trunk? Any guesses at home? A lot of times, actually, I'll point this out. a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't have the key. Oh no. And then if you just slide the lock in one direction or the other, it usually will pop open. That one might need a little bit more help. It looks like it's kind of jammed. I say that to prove a point, and then it is stuck. I can pop that open once with a little bit of help though. Actually, I'm gonna get that popped and then we'll open it and we'll play a little guessing game of what's inside this trunk. Okay, pop this off, and I have not looked inside yet. My guess, okay, let me it does have some weight to it. I'm going to guess that there's gonna be like envelopes, maybe some family pictures, maybe like a couple blankets. Let's see. What do you guys think at home? It is not what I thought. Well, there might be some photos, but there's a old German doll head. Pictures, yes. Yeah, okay. I was expecting some pictures. Don't know what that is. Something wrapped up very carefully inside this bag. What is in this little antique bag? Okay. Tiny old doll. Let's look at the paper and see when this was tied up. Lively days for tots. Based on the language they're using, I'm going to say this has been tied up since the 1950s. I'm going to get this cut open and then we'll have a look. Okay. First off, let's see what it is. It is an antique doll who's undergone some, he needs a little bit of repair. But that is like a composite, it's sort of like a paper mache. What year is this from? It's the Edmonton Journal. 1961. This stuff has been in here since at least 1961, I would say. That was on the top of the pile. Ooh, some mold on that purse. Is there anything in it? That would have been a nice 1920s kind of style ladies cocktail purse, which has not been opened in a long time. What's inside? Red and White store, Kitscotty, Alberta. Somebody's 1920s purse stuff. Look at this old Wrigley's spearmint gum wrapper. I feel like this suitcase is like a time capsule. Department of Finance. Look, everything in here is just carefully wrapped. Is that a camera? Looks like a box camera. No, it's a little jewelry box with a little bit of stuff in it. This might have to be its own special unboxing episode, because what the heck we got going on in here? Baby shoes or doll shoes. French powder container. It's little keepsakes. Looks like a cane handle. Carved bone or antler. I think that's antler. And a little snuff box maybe. This will be a fun one to go through because I think this is going to be like a time capsule. So I will probably do this as its own separate unboxing. Time capsule trunk. I did peek inside of it, but that's as far as I'm going to go. You want to see the rest of it, you have to tune in for that special episode where I just go through this trunk and we unwrap the time capsule trunk. I'll do that on a future episode as part of this series. I've got to move this trunk though to get to the stuff that's underneath though. Okay, I managed to get some of the bigger boxes out of the way so I can walk in here. Oh, it's funky kind of tile. There's the rocks for the sauna and the bench. And of course, every square inch of this is buried in boxes. And this I thought was just a small little, I thought this was one row of boxes, but look, it goes back 2 rows. So I am just sifting through everything, seeing why they decided to keep what they kept. Oh, look at this. I think that's is this an antique, like a Jello mold or something? I don't know what this thing is. You know, I'm gonna pull that out of the box and have a look at it. Nope, it's a Christmas tree stand. kind of ornate. It's plastic. It's not particularly old, but that's what that is. It's for putting your Christmas tree on. But what else we got in the bottom of this box? Oh, that's all for this Christmas tree stand. This little plastic, this pink bag down here. Doesn't look like it fits in. What do they have in there? Some crystal beads for around the Christmas tree. Christmas stuff. No surprise there. This house has been so full of Christmas. Almost everywhere I go, there's Christmas stuff. Let's see. Crochet tablecloth towels, face cloths. Garage sale stuff, maybe. Not sorted. What's that one? Doll furniture, stickers, stamps. That's promising. Bedroom stuff, not sorting. Good gifts. Garage sale, clothes need to sort. Another TV. This is probably about the 10th TV that we've had in here. And people were saying online, don't get rid of the TVs because people who play vintage video games would like that. Well, that might be, but are you going to ship it from Canada to wherever you are just to have a TV like that, which you could probably find in your area at a thrift shop? Probably not. I have to think smart here about what we're doing. Okay, let's go through. What's this box say? Calculator, flowers, black Afghan Easter bunny. Okay, let's have a look. No, that's not what it was. Sometimes, Melissa found out the other day that just because it says that on the box doesn't mean that's what it is. That's Easter baskets and stuff. This looks like it's all Easter stuff. Well, there is the calculators on the bottom. That can be donated though. Found another box to sort through. We got Elvis Presley chocolates. That one's still sealed. Sings Love Me Tender when you open it. What year is that from? I bet those chocolates aren't any good. Never know. People always seem to hate the orange ones. I don't mind the orange chocolate. What I don't like is I don't like the sort of a plastic cherub. I don't like the coffee flavored chocolates in a box like that. Those are the ones that if I get, I'm like, gross. Chocolate, gross. Okay. Some tin signs. Those are sellable. Magazines. No, the Marilyn Monroe Anniversary Edition. Well, I don't usually like to keep stuff like that around, but somebody might actually buy that. Brand new makeup bag. Another chocolate box. Lots of Elvis and Marilyn Monroe stuff in this house too, I should say. I was a big fan. Very 1950s. Beauty kit. I mean, you know, I'm glad in a way that we end up getting, the Marilyn Monroe ornament. I'm glad that we ended up getting this house because a lot of this stuff was just getting tossed by the box load. And that includes kind of everything that was in there. What's that? Manicure system. I mean, all the stuff that's brand new in the packages, no reason why that can't just go straight out on the shelf at a thrift shop. There's Marilyn Monroe stuff. Well, I might just have to do a box of nothing but Marilyn Monroe stuff. Because there's a lot of it. Tons of lipstick. Lipstick! Oh, mini mag light. Those were a good quality flashlight back in the day. Before LED came around. Christmas stuff. Cassette player with a Walkman. It's not an official Sony Walkman, but it is a portable cassette with purses. I guess if you're into Marilyn Monroe, you'd find stuff like that and go, oh, I could see Marilyn wearing that. Walking around. Another sealed cassette. There's been a number of those. In fact, there's probably thousands of sealed cassettes. Okay. Oh, and there's the headphones for the... That's what your headphones would have been like. Not much to them. Elvis CD, sunglasses, still in the package. Like, a lot of this is good, like, it's sellable, but it's just not going to be me that sells it because I've got to be a little bit fussy. I'm looking for more interesting stuff. It's a 1970s pair of sunglasses that I can sell in a little pouch. So I'll put everything in one box that'll go to charity and another box of stuff that I'm going to bring back myself. Okay, this box was marked garage sale with a question mark, not sorted. So let's see what was headed for the garage sale. Little novelty plaques. We've got candles. I think. Oh, maybe not. Curling irons. Whole bag full of curling irons. Yet another of a bazillion teacups. And of course, more tiny liquor bottles. Full. See, I don't know if I can actually get... I don't know if I can get refund on those. Here we actually get paid. I don't know if it's like that where you are, but where we are, we get paid back for our bottles. Like 5, 10, 25 cents, something like that. It adds up. Assorted pens. And I am kind of looking through the pens and stuff that are here because there have been an awful lot of nice fountain pens mixed in with their assorted junky pens. Ah! What's in the chocolate box? Just knitting stuff. Some doll clothes, maybe. Old chocolate box with buttons in it. So, yeah, it looks like they sorted this stuff. Tupperware. Looks like they somewhat sorted this box, and there's not a whole lot of really exciting stuff in it. I say that, you never know what's at the bottom. See, there's another liquor bottle. A little cognac. You can actually sell those things. I will probably end up putting a lot of this liquor through auction because something like that, not the open stuff, obviously. But that I might be able to just get some money back for the bottle. Craft supplies. Okay. Nothing too exciting in this box. I am bringing stuff out and putting it in the back of the truck. This is all charity stuff. In the meantime, Patrick has been working behind me here inside the garage. Let's see how he's doing. Chargers for something?
Oh, these are batteries. I'm just checking if they're NiCad. If they're NiCad, they're probably not good.
Patrick is getting the shelves emptied out so we can get those out of the way. We got that one that's gone and done. Two? Oh yeah, that one's gone too. So that's out of the way, thankfully. Which is great because then I can actually start tacking some of these other boxes that are on the side. There are rows upon rows of boxes everywhere we go. Garage will be, I'll come back and sort this later. I'm gonna go try and get the sauna emptied out and then I'll come back out and work on this. In the meantime, I'm getting a nice truckload of stuff for charity. I gotta jump in there and start condensing it all, but I'm hoping to make another load here within the, well, I'd say within the hour we wanna do one more big load to charity. One of the neighbors walked by, an older fellow, and he said, "Huh, you boys are gonna be there forever," which tells me he might have been in here at some point. And he's right. We just might be in here forever. But hopefully we can at least make a little bit of a dent every single time we come out here. So far, I've got a washroom in the basement that's somewhat accessible. I have a sauna, which is not accessible yet, but it's getting closer. Artex Adventure Kit, what's that? Oh, it's a whole pile of paint, and I just happen to have a house full of artists. Assuming it hasn't gone bad or gotten dried up, that's good material for my kids and for Hannah to potentially do some artwork. Dolls. Not gone through. That sounds promising. Let's bring that down. Timber. Not gone through, huh? Okay. Well, let's go through it together. Chunk of material. Oh, there's an old jack-o'-lantern. Various papers. Boy, they really did just throw everything in their 1-year diary. Doesn't look like it's been filled out. No, it looks like they did a little bit of it. Never wrote. 9:04, my second day at school in the new year. We have to mark spelling. Well, they started doing it, and then I guess quit. Some of this stuff might quite literally be just garbage. Little souvenir bear. Oh, there's one of those McDonald's Transformers still in the package. You gotta go through every single cup. What are the cups themselves? This is a King Kong movie cup from 1986. This one inside, Edmonton Oilers. Oh, darn it. People collect those. I guess I better keep them. Yes, I better keep them. It's a little wicker chicken. Plastic doll bicycle. Oh, there's another Sprite from Green Giant. And what's inside of this? Oh, we got some old toys in here. Etch-a-sketch. Without an etching. Or a sketching. Generic kind of mishmash of stuff. There's a little battery-operated dune buggy, or a motorized dune buggy. That's part of the Chipperfield Circus set from Corgi, I believe. In terrible condition. I wonder if the cab's in there somewhere. Might find the cab for it. So, as stupid as that sounds, I'll probably hang on to it. There's Hayes, Porky the Pig. Little 1960s rubber Volkswagen Beetle. Little SSP, I think that's a Kenner SSP toy. Part of an old 60s race car. So some low-end kind of toys. Oh, STP motor oil gas treatment. It's a piggy bank. I'm saving for a new snowmobile. That's probably that for the right person could actually be $75 for a collector piggy bank like that. And snowmobile stuff is actually quite collectible. So that's a banner that says "Not Sober, Pull Over." Is probably going to save the contents of this box. There's a little Tonka. It's definitely been out in the toy box a bit, but it's there. And what do we have here? A little skunk pin. Right from the 50s. Okay, weird variety of stuff, but there was some salvageable items in there, so that's not bad. This was another box marked unsorted, and I'm kind of liking these unsorted boxes because there seemed to be a absolutely safe wig. That's not what's in there, but usual. Chalk and a rainbow mug. I've been finding some kind of interesting stuff mixed in here. Looks like, oh, those are strikers for a lighter. I thought they were toy tires for a minute, but those are for lighters. Those are a bunch of parts for lighters. Empty cases. A jewelry box. Sounds like it probably just has the papers in it. Yep. Oh, photos. Lots of, you know what? I'm finding lots of jewelry boxes and not a lot of jewelry. So, oh, that's a needle. It's an astatic cartridge for a turntable. And what did I just drop? A bunch of chemicals. Art colors. Okay, that's not so bad. You never know when you're going to find a science kit from back in the day, and they have just the worst chemicals in them. Here, kids, you play with this asbestos for a while. See how you like that. Oh, there's some toys in here. You know, I started off dealing in vintage toys, so for me, when I come across toys, I'm always like, yeah, okay, I know what to do with that. If I can get down to it. There's a lot of other stuff in here. Anybody ever angered their teacher and had one of these chalk brushes thrown at your head? I don't think that would pass nowadays. Angering your teachers, yes. I think that's universal. Yeah, I want to get this. Oh, it's a Fisher-Price TV van. And it's got, looks like some of the TV, it's got the camera in there. Oh, look. It's an early Star Wars toy. And I think there's a Yoda down in there too. Yep. There's a Yoda with his snake, and we have a Tusken Raider with his vinyl cape. That's from the 70s. Star Wars toys. It's the first, like, pop culture kind of toy that I've come across. Wheels for an old Hot Wheel. Why did I put them in the cute box? Because guys that collect that stuff would even probably buy that. Little belt buckle. This feels like it was like some boys' room that got emptied out. Like some junk shelf off of a kid's room from like the 1980s. Got emptied out. Model kit. Another model kit. And another, hey look, it's my truck. The short box version. Curling iron. Model airplanes. Oh, there's one of the wheels off of the trucks. Right there. Bonk. Put that back on. Let's see. Tiny little boxing glove. More wheels. Why are you saving somewhat broken plastic model kits? I actually have a guy that'll buy them. And what does he do with them, you might ask? You like how I'm answering questions that you're not asking? The guy that buys the plastic model kits from me will put them together in different forms. And some sort of copper plate. He will do custom build model kits with the parts and pieces. So he said to me, Alex, if you ever come across even parts for model kits, I will buy them from you. And he has, and so I save them when I find them like this, because he might just be the guy who's going to do something with it. Okay, just a lot of junky stuff in here. This is, like I said, some 1980s boys junk bin. It got emptied out. But there was a couple things, you know, found some original, oh look, there's, Grimace, is that his name? I'm not up with all the McDonald's characters, but anyway. All right, well, that happened. And here's another box, and it appears to be mostly bags full of stamps. Stamps upon stamps upon stamps. With a random bag of Playmobil. Kind of keep the toys together. Why Playmobil in with... There's like odd toys mixed in with a whole bunch of stamps, but sell those. Part of a Lincoln log set. Okay. Somebody will buy a box of stamps. Somebody out there will buy a box of stamps. And that just looks like it's kind of Tinker Toy type stuff. Going through more of these boxes, finding stuff that is usable, that can go to charity, things that might have some value that we can sell. It's kind of neat. It's like a mother of pearl clutch purse. Still with the original box. I'm sure I could find somebody who's interested in that. Put that in my box. Oh, look what I found. These little clowns. And there's great debate of whether clowns are creepy or not. Patrick is not a fan of clowns. I think he said he's just not a fan of people who generally dress up as clowns. We have one of our viewers who is a professional clown, and she said, Patrick just said, don't trust them. She always gets upset when she's like, clowns are not creepy. I don't know. I'm sure all these horror movies coming out don't help the situation much, but I also have never been a huge fan of clowns. You realize how many kids got clowns given to them as gifts back in the day. What do we have here? We got records. Sealed. Charlie Pride. Oh, it's been opened, but it's still in plastic. These are all in great shape. Freddie Fender, Tom Jones. Nana Muscuri. See, I always joke. always an Anna Muscuri mix in. You know what? That's going to go to charity. I'm sure she was great, but there's only certain things that that sell. And oh, Johnny Cash, see, that would sell. Kathy, if you're watching, your dad's stuff always sells, but she probably knows that. Johnny's daughter, Kathy. Country will sell. Okay, well, I got a box full of records here. I was wondering why this box weighed like a ton. Now I know. I found another bag of assorted kids' room stuff, like that lobster bottle opener. I found part of a Darth Vader with his vinyl cape. He's missing his head, though. Hoping I can find the rest of them in here. Let's see. Some ribbons. There's some coins in there. I'll have a look at that. There's a lot of cards. But what are they? Oh, wacky packages, some hockey cards, Mork and Mindy, Star Wars. You can tell how old this kid would have been. Would have been just a tiny bit older than me. Star Wars, some baseball, more wacky packages. Those will all go in the take back pile. Sort of little game. Some of the stuff's not in very good condition. It wasn't being kept as a collectible. It was, I think, just somebody arm swept their drawer out. And this is the result. Hockey pucks. There's another Red Rose T figure. A couple of them, actually. I'll keep those aside. The thing about this, I'm going to have to sort this all when I get home. I thought that was signed by Joan Jett herself, but no, it's just a... Oh, there's more cards. Not in the best shape, but I'll take those. More Red Rose T figures. Really quite just a variety of stuff. I see a G.I. Joe dude right there. Somehow managed to keep his guns and everything with him. It's a very tedious task going through all this stuff, but I'm hoping at the end of the day it'll be worthwhile when we get all these together for the auction. We shall see. I'm certainly finding a lot of these Red Rose T figures in here. Little pocket knife. I feel like I'm going through a 1970s kids dresser drawer in here. Okay, I'll keep searching. Well, I can actually see the wall, and there's a light over there. I don't see a switch other than the one to turn the sauna on, and I don't want to do that. So I'm using my flashlight. I did find, look at this. It's a little Batman slot car set. That's pretty neat. And there's a Lego controller. I'll try and take out some of the stuff that's junk in here, but this is some kind of Batman's race car set. The cool thing is the Batmobile's still there. And look, there's the Joker. That's gotta be, yeah, 1974, made in Hong Kong. That's gotta be a pretty rare set. But that will go in my sell pile, because somebody will want that. This looks like it's more, oh gee, that's a beer bong. Somebody was partying pretty hard at one point, and there's the booze that matched it. Let's see. Some little heads. Just a lot of spent little alcohol bottles. It's so weird that that race car set was mixed in with all this stuff. That's just, for the most part, that's just all garbage. Somebody was having a party. Let's see. I don't want to throw out anything that's meant to be for that race set. I think I got it all. Let's see, are there any collectible pens in here? No, I don't see any fountain pens in the mix. We got part of a puzzle, a couple old toy cars. I guess I'll throw them in a bucket. little remote control. Well, that slot car set was a pretty good find out of this box. Even if I don't find anything else in here, that one thing was enough. The sauna clear out continues. First thing up, how to clean practically anything. What? Oh, there's a book in here on how to clean practically anything. It's super handy. I'm gonna put that right in the donate box when I make one. Okay, what do we have? This looks like it was slated as yard sale stuff. It's like a 1950s chalkware kind of plate. Glass jars. I mean, I know I got to look through these boxes because the last one I had that cool Batman slot car set in it. Okay, nothing too exciting in there. Well, I hope the contents are in this box. It says there's a Nintendo in here. If there is, a Nintendo has some pretty good resale value, especially if the games are with it too. Sink drains. Okay, well there's looks like an Atari. Whoa! All these little jewelry boxes so far have been empty. Just coming up empty on some of this stuff here. Let's see. Well, no Nintendo. There was a console in here. It's like a ColecoVision or something like that. Let's see. It'll tell me right on it. Oh, it's an Atari, which is still somewhat collectible. You know, there weren't any games, so that kind of stinks, but there's still some fun stuff. And there's a popcorn maker I can donate to charity. Lots of good stuff for donation. So, finding a few things. Getting a good pile of stuff that I want to keep, such as another one of those big Jaguars, some old transistor radios, like that. This 1950s donut maker still in the box. And starting to sift through this box, look. Fisher Price TV, let's see if it still works. Yep. I'm going to be listening to that the whole time. I think that's a football game. Blip, the digital game, or maybe it's like Pong. I can find the back cover would be good. That's cool. These little tins full of stuff. Nuts and bolts. Screws. Buttons. There might be some change in the bottom here. There's a button that looks like a penny. Sort of knick-knackery. I'm liking these unsorted bins and boxes the most because they can really sift through and see what's going on in here. Cheap kids jewelry. It looks like there might be some actual costume jewelry in the mix here too. To take the sellable stuff out from the generic junk that they got into Mom's jewelry box and took a few decent pieces out, threw them in here with their stuff. Well, finding some jewelry boxes with some stuff in it. So far it just looks like costume, but it's better than finding nothing at all, because some of these are just empty. Candles. I actually found a bunch of little boxes that were full. See, there's a lot of jewelry boxes and I haven't found any, like this is the sort of thing that an actual good quality gold ring would have come in. I haven't found anything like that yet. Nothing. So I'm guessing, oh look, there's a little lady's shaving razor, tiny one. I'm guessing perhaps all that stuff might have been this safe deposit box. Maybe I haven't come across it yet. Maybe I'm still going to. This little silver plated serving tray. Well, making my way through, I've got back fairly far in this pile. I can see the wall, but I can't get too optimistic because I still have all this to do and then all of that to do behind the door. So I guess I'm going to be in this little sauna room for a while. This is almost like the sauna episode. Material. Let's see if that's what it is. Yep. It's a whole bunch of material. That's what that is. You got a squeaker? Yeah, that one's Slimer.
Slimer.
But look, you go back a few years and you find the Huckleberry Hound. And look, I found these cool 1950s cat eye glasses at the bottom of this kid's box. Oh, they've been glued. Somebody might be able to fix that, but that's a shame. Those are really funky.
You do a lot with UV glue.
Yeah, you sure can. Maybe I'll find more. So old glasses like that always are popular. Look, I can almost see where the seating area is for the sauna. I guess that's a footrest. You'd sit up top and put your feet there. And what do we have? Some old books. Man from Uncle. A really early copy of Lord of the Flies. And something for me. Well, I'm not going to take it home, but the old Curiosity Shop. But look underneath here. It goes all the way down. I've got to dig all this stuff out from under there. Oh my goodness. This might take a while. I've taken a bit of break from clearing the books from underneath the sauna seating for now. And I started clearing boxes over here, but look what I found. This little space back here is a shower. I have no idea if the water works or anything like that, but there's an actual shower here. So I guess you could shower after you have a sauna. Some of these boxes are marked as clothing or Christmas decorations, Tupperware, a lot of Tupperware. And I'm going to kind of go through. This one says keep, so it might be better stuff. Mostly mum stuff. Some other stuff to be sorted. To not sorted? I'm thinking it's to be sorted. Well, we'll sort it now anyway. Well, for vintage clothing, this box ended up being pretty good. You've got some old school denim. It's pretty big. Doesn't ever look like it's been worn. Don't know what brand that is. Maybe GWG or something like that. And then you got your bell bottoms. This would be for a smaller waist. This would be quite a skinny gal. Would have worn those. And they've got the ultra wide bell bottom leg. They are big blue bell bottoms. And there was even a shirt in here that says, even the best gets stoned, and it's Mount Rushmore. Very that 70s show kind of vibe going on there. There's lots more boxes to go through. Making a little bit of progress. I started sifting through this big box by the door, and we've got film editors. We had a Bell & Howell projector, and then there was this. It's an antique Wrigley's Double Mint chewing gum store display jar, and it has the original box. Of course, there's no gum in there anymore, but look at that. Original 30s sort of era in the original packaging. Somebody's going to think that's really cool. I do. Look what I found in this box. It has got to be one of the prettiest kitschy sort of pieces. It's a peacock, of course. It's marked Holland on the bottom. It has these little sort of rhinestones, little gemstones all over it. And it's ceramic with a little bit of iridescent glaze to it. Very, very pretty. Very nice piece. That will definitely come back for us to auction off. But for now, I think we're pretty much loaded up. Hey, Patrick? Yep. Okay. Patrick says we're loaded up. Found the light switch. It was behind the door. Actually, Patrick found that. So that light's working. We have to go offload because a bunch more of this is going to go to charity. I can actually walk around in here now. And I've been compiling boxes of stuff that I think are cool for me to resell. Thought I found a Rolex for a minute there. It says Rolex on it. It's clearly not a Rolex. It wouldn't have worn like that because a Rolex would be solid gold or brushed stainless steel. But there was a real Timex, the same box, and a bunch of jewelry, or costume necklaces. But I can see there's some check-looking crystal necklaces in the bottom, which would be worth pulling out. So off we go to do a charity run, and then we'll zip on back after lunch. Well, this random spa shower is emptied out, and we took off the wood plank that was here. Strangely, there's no, I guess maybe there's a floor drain under my feet right around there, but there's no drain right underneath the shower, so I'd have to run all the way down and out here. Hopefully no tarantulas pop out of this drain. Patrick saw a really nasty spider.
Big one. Like
tarantula-sized spider out in the backyard.
I wouldn't quite call it that big.
It was big though. What color was it?
It was brown, light brown, but it was about, yeah.
Was it a brown recluse? Did it look reclusive?
No, it didn't look reclusive. It was out and about.
Don't want to get bitten by one of those.
No.
I'm going to start handing you some boxes with books, Patrick.
Okay.
We can get these off for charity. The whole underside of this so far has been puzzles. And big ones too. 1,000 piece, 500 piece, 750 piece. How did these people ever have free time to do this many puzzles? How? I mean, gosh. And yeah, space. Where would they have had them laid out? It's too many puzzles. Well, that is all I can do in the sauna for now, because the rest of the stuff that's in here is all, they're all items that I believe that I could possibly resell. The character-related puzzles and games, the brand new Easy Bake Oven, the Light Bright in the box, all things that should be sellable, including a couple early, well, there's a VHS player, a slightly newer one, and then a really old one down there. So this stuff all stays in here basically until I'm ready to start the move out to the auction. So I can call it a day finally. I'm done with the sauna. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that I'm done with the sauna, because clearly there's still stuff in here, but I know what's in there now. There's boxes I can use and put together. There's supplies. There's stuff that can be sold. Between that and the bathroom, that was a really big day. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. Found a lot of other cool stuff. And next episode, I'm going to continue on through some of these other rooms. There's still, I don't know if you can see it over there. Right there. There's a closet in this washroom that is full of unsorted boxes. There are boxes in the furnace room. There's boxes under the steps. There's boxes everywhere. Plus we have to do the garage. So tuning off for now. Stay tuned for more and watch this house transform from essentially a storage unit back into a home. We'll see you guys all soon. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new episodes come out, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.